Now you've seen me review King Sue. You've seen me review Double Dry Hop Pseudo Sue. What do you say we find out how Double Dry Hop King Sue stacks up to those previous beers? Got this from my main man Brian at HearMeGVL. Let's see what this Titan series, what this other iteration of the Titan series stacks up. Dumont, Palette, and Belly right after the theme song. Welcome back to Not in the Midland Studio, well outside of it in the front yards, with yours truly and host Nutmeg 2 Palmetto, as per usual. And you always see me introduce reviews from the stump. I always say we actually do a review from the stump. Now, ways back, you saw me do the OG Toppling Goliath King Sue. I'll throw the card up so you can check that out at your leisure if you've missed it. And then a few weeks later, I recorded it, but actually about 4 days prior it released, I did a review of Double Dry Hop Pseudo Sue, which is another variant of the popular King Sue series. Now, this is actually the King Sue brand of it, as the can sweats because it's 90 degrees outside. Double Dry Hop King Sue. I got this from my main man, Brian at BeerMeGVL. Go follow, give him a follow on Instagram. If that's your platform of choice or one of your platforms of choice. This is super fresh, package 5/22/23. It is June 29th, so it's just barely over a month old. Nice, right in the about 5 weeks old, actually, exactly 5 weeks old. Right in that nice, like, optimum 6-week freshness qualifying zone. Brewed by Toppling Goliath in Decorah, Iowa. tgbrews.com. 1 pint, 7.8 alcohol percentage. Citra hops give King Sue its bold flavors of mango, orange, and pineapple. This double dry hops version packs even more flavor into each can. Unfiltered beer sediment is normal. Brewed in beautiful Decorah, Iowa. Toppling Goliath brewing up history with the Field Museum. So that really is on every single can. So that must be a consistent relationship that Toppling Goliath has with the Field Museum. And of course, King Sue normally you're used to one dinosaur. Double Dry Hop has 2 dinosaurs. So, before I check out Untapped, let's get you some ASMR before another vehicle drives by. Ooh, nice powerful shakluk there. Smells really hoppy and piney. So, hard pour. Look at that. That's a nice, bright, thick orange juice on Untapped. Now, right off the bat, it does confirm the ABV at 7.8. It does confirm the style as an Imperial New England IPA. And interesting enough, it lists the IBUs at 50. And if you remember from my King Sue review, the OG King Sue, it lists the IBU at 100. So, and it did not smell as piney as this one does already. So, we're going to find out just how arbitrary a statistic IBU are. You know, just how, if they're completely just a useless number. Total check-ins, it's got a lot, 40,814. A lot of people have gone back to the well for it because Unique settles in at 29,456. And of that, 27,456 are ranked. It's a very high global ranking, 4.41. I think that is the same. Well, it says more into each bottle. This obviously is not a bottle, but other than that, it's the exact same bio that I read on the can. Put a little bit more in there as that head settles down. It's a kind of a light bubbly head. It's not very thick or creamy looking. although the beer itself certainly is thick and creamy looking. It's more of like a dull yellow. Ridgeopolis, what would you say that is? Egg drop soup? Get the aroma. The orange is very strong. More of a juicy orange than a sweet orange. The pininess calmed down a little bit. I could smell a real piney sensation out of the can, but out of the glass, not so much. It's really just juicy and pure orange juice. That's actually very, very enticing. Let's take a sip, huh? Okay, yeah, IBUs are complete bullshit. Absolute bullshit, sorry. So, that is a lot more piney and a lot more bitter than King Sue. King Sue, now granted that King Sue probably had a little bit of age on it. This is 5 weeks old. So maybe that's just as it intended, or as it was intended to be more like this. Or maybe it's just the fact that it's double dry hopped. I mean, you add an extra dose of hops, you're probably going to have more of that, like, you know, malty, grainy, piney sensation coming through. So that could be that as well. Although the ABV's not that far off, and actually I think they're both the same, 7.8. But yeah, the flavor on that is way more piney, much more of a bitter factor in there. It's very, very good, but definitely not as smooth and sweet and creamy as the original one, the base version of King Sue. If you like, it was nice and sweet and creamy. Hey now, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell. Double IPAs are your thing. Work your way on down to the comments. The first one pinned below has a link to a playlist of all the other double IPAs I've reviewed in the past. If you wanted to send me a beer, like Brian did, recommend a beer to me, or just chit-chat me up and make a new friend, email me, nutmeg2palmetto@gmail.com. And if you want the rest of my day-to-day nonsense, follow me on my social media channels, TikTok and Instagram, @nutmeg2palmetto. You know what? It's definitely different than the original one, but I can kind of see the same kind of notes. Thanks to Beer Me GVL for this one, and for the rest of you folks, cheers. We'll see you later.